Hello. I'm going to tell you a story about my experience as the Miss Montana pageant. About a year ago, I was really nervous about auditioning for Miss Montana pageant. It was my first time doing that. June 8th was the date. And I thought I could benefit from this. So a few days I didn't think I would get it, but then they called me and I was really shocked. And we had a video interview and I was chosen, so I was really excited and again shocked. I had a few months to practice and prepare, but I had a really supportive family and friends, and they really helped me a lot. And I was the first deaf person in Miss Montana pageant. So I asked my best friend, who was hearing, her name is Erica. I asked her if she wanted to participate as well. And we were able to communicate together more easily during the pageant. And I thought this would be convenient because it would be hard to communicate during that. So I asked her to help me prepare for it. And she was accepted too into the pageant. She's a wonderful person, and the two of us kind of worked as a team. We worked really hard for several months, and we decided to get an apartment together. I practiced walking in high heels. That was a big challenge for me and not fun and kind of dangerous. But again, I practiced so hard. And not every day, but pretty often. We were ready to get our apartment here in Missoula. The sign is like that because of the mountains here. It's really beautiful. So we entered a hotel and we met the different judges and had the interview and explained how we enter and went through the process. It was a lot of work to prepare how to dance and how to walk and our posture and learn all those different components of the pageant. How to stand like this in different poses. Another interview was the next day with many different judges, and I met many of the other pageant attendees, lots of different teams and things like that, and we practiced all day and all night. I was exhausted, but I continued to persevere and work through all the different solutions of knowing how to work with all the rules and criteria of the pageant. And we did have a break where we learned a lot and was able to socialize with the different girls in the pageant, and they weren't snooty or rude. Everybody really respected each other. Everyone was really excited, but also very nervous. But again, we practiced all night in our hotel room. Then we changed clothes for the interview, which was in front of judges, and I was really nervous. But I was keeping a positive mind, and I did have an interpreter with me, so that was going to be good. They did tell me I was going to be the last person, which I didn't mind. I like being the last person. That's normal for me. So I was waiting, and all of a sudden, they called me right in the middle of the pageant interviews. So I was a little nervous, but because I thought I was the last person, but I wasn't. So they told me to come on in. And feeling like I was in the middle felt like a risk. for them to remember me, but I entered in, and there was a private room back there, and I was feeling nervous, but I wanted to feel alive and excited, so I wanted to also feel confident and motivated and enthusiastic to do the interview. So, okay. I knocked on the door and entered the room, and they asked me my name and what city I was from. And I could see in the middle of the room that they were videoing and recording the interview. There were 6 judges in the room. They're all really nice and professional and smiling, and were really proud of the position. They were asking a lot of questions, and I answered them, and there was a lot of information that was given. And I tried my best and wanted to have a positive outlook in mind, and that was it. I think it went really well. When deaf people are nervous, they sign really, really fast. But I think it went well, and I'm excited to see the video. And now that the interview was finished, I was ready and hopeful, and they had to take different photos, and I had to pose, and that was important for our background information. So July came up, and all the other girls were tired from staying up all night long. After everybody was done recording their interviews, we finally were finished, and we were practicing how to stand, and I was waiting on the elevator, and it felt like a long time, and I know that the interview judges were finished, and 2 of them walked by me, and I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't think forward about talking to them, so we were walking and went on the elevator together, and the door closes, and we're walking or standing right behind them. I was thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, should I try to say something with the judges, or should I? The elevator door opens, and I thought, oh, what the heck? I'm going to go ahead and be confident and talk to them. And I told to the judges, I said, thank you for the interview, and I really enjoyed all your questions, and I can tell that you're really nice people, and I was really happy to meet you all. So this has been a wonderful experience for me. And I was still in my dress, and then everybody gave hugs, and I was really excited and felt really accepted and felt really good. I stayed up late practicing again, and at about 10 o'clock, and I was kind of freaking out and nervous, so I didn't want to go to bed, and I was saying sorry I was keeping people up, and finally I crashed. And at 5 in the morning, I woke up really early to do my makeup and get my dress on, and I was ready to go back to the rehearsal. So we left the hotel and went to rehearsal. And I forgot her name, but we saw each other at the hotel, and we finally arrived at the University of Montana. we checked in at the table, and we then went to rehearsal. We practiced really hard, learned all the information again, and about 10 in the morning, we finally changed and make sure that we were ready for the next part. At 11 o'clock, we were ready. We all looked beautiful and we're motivated and excited, and we're ready to go. We're like, here we go. And we're dancing and smiling, and it was really fun. And it was my favorite part, the dancing. And we learned different dances. We danced as a group. It was really fun, and we sang along to the music. And some of the girls at the dance were asking, what is the sign for crown? And I was a little weirded out by that, but I guess that's their opinion, and they wanted to know that. And we were talking about the different ways that you can sign crown, and that we might change it so it looks more like a female crown. Everyone was really excited about that too. We split up by the teenagers, and we each went up to the stage and exited the stage on both sides. And we practiced marching in and smiling. And about at 2:30 was the last practice. So we practiced from 11 to 2. We took a break and said bye, and then we went and had lunch and rested and chatted. And I kept thinking about practice, and that was it. And we came back that night and practiced dancing and lining up. There was a girl named Maureen, and she had a really great personality. And I was sitting next to the girl, and she was saying how nervous she was, and I said, don't care if you make a mistake, just try your best and have a positive thinking. And I met another girl and asked her name, and I was really excited to see her because I remember that we were in the center of the line together, and we hugged, and it was exciting to see her again. I was proud of all the girls, and I was proud of her. She didn't make 11th place, but we said next time we can try again, and we were all running in our high heels. We had to have a lot of energy. And again, we tried our best, and we looked really great, and we were nervous walking in our high heels, but we had practiced before. And even though I couldn't hear, I could feel the energy and know when it was time to go. So we all smiled, and we turned to the side in each way, and we went through the stage and walked over, and we had to exit really quick so we could change our dresses. I had the perfect dress. It was simple and black and beautiful. It had white lace on the side, and it came off the shoulders a little bit. Many girls had long, fancy dresses, but for me, I didn't really want it very long. It was kind of mid-level because I didn't want to fall and trip over a long dress. And they communicated with me and said it was your turn. So I walked in, I was really proud, and I saw my family and friends, and I was appreciated for their support. And we split up into groups of 5. Again, I was really nervous, and I was trying to see if and I didn't say anything, but my feet hurt really bad from my high heels, but I continued to act like everything was fine. But after the 5th interview on the different platforms, and the girls again had to march in. It wasn't that important that it was perfect, but again, it's important to remember that there's only one crowd, and so the crowd was very big, and I could see them, and first girl went up, and we applauded. Then there was a special trophy for 4th place. Mississippi. Most photogenic, okay. And then the second one was the most leadership. So those were the 4 categories. And I understood that they had a vote, so they called out the most photogenic, and I was really proud of that. And there was a form for that. You took the picture, and then you headed back to your seat. And I thought that was finished. And they picked my name again. Took a picture, and again I went back to my seat. And I thought it was finished. And I was full of emotion, and I was proud, and I told all the girls thank you, and I took pictures with my family. I felt really proud, but relieved that it was finished. And I told my interpreter, thank you very much. And I said thanks for this opportunity to try to win the pageant, Miss Montana. and Vicky, who was always like, hey, and then Michelle, because she was a great dancer, and then Lauren. And I said, thanks for the staff. They worked really hard to teach us all the rules and how to dance and things like that. But now looking back, it was a great experience with a lot of great people. And now I can start this story about the pageant and I can smile about it, and it's part of my story and my experience. And now I feel very thankful. And I was sad that I wasn't winning the pageant, but it would have been cool to go to the Miss America pageant. But my goal is to be a role model for deaf girls who want to try out for pageants and they want to win Miss USA. I want deaf people to be able to try and feel confident, and there's a girl named Ashley. But she tried and didn't win either, but I said it's okay because there's lots of different laws and rules and to be in the pageant, and it's important to have good teaching and many different things, and I can help them with that. But I'm really proud of this experience. And even though I'm deaf, I know I have the right to participate in these pageants, and everybody was really nice and supportive, and I really enjoyed this experience. It's a very proud moment for me. It was really great to have the opportunity to learn these different skills related to the pageant and how to dance and to learn all the teachers and how to be certified and to be honest and to be able to teach other people and other students too, other kids. And I've learned that I really love to act and tell these stories, so it's really a great opportunity to learn more about myself and looking back of how much I learned, and now I can move forward to my next goal. My goal now is to be a perfect mother and a perfect wife. I want to have lots of kids, and I hope I have a girl, but I want to focus on my goal to be a better person, and I want to be able to speak in front of people and tell them my story of how I grew up in a hearing family and I was the only deaf person in my family. And I grew up in a hearing school. Nothing was perfect, but I want to share that with other people. I want to be able to express things I went through, the challenges and the fun times. And to encourage people to continue to keep going and encourage them to achieve their goals and to not let communication block their dreams. And it's important that the hearing and deaf community work together as a team. I do have a picture from the pageant of my trophy. And this was the Miss Spirit Award. And here is the most photogenic award. And it's important not to have a big head and just to be more humble about the situation and to know yourself and just be yourself.
And to know you don't have to be perfect. Just have a fun time, enjoy expressing yourself, and show your personality. And it was really great to meet people from foreign countries and many different things. There's so many different places in the world I want to travel to and learn more things and to learn about deaf struggles. And to find more deaf families. There's so many opportunities and so many goals I want to achieve. Just remember to be wonderful to yourself because we have only one life and one future. And to know that you can always achieve your goals if you set your mind to it. I'm really proud of you all, and I know it's going to be a hard time. And working with interpreters is hard, but it's really a benefit. It has such an impact on deaf children and socializing, and I hope you have a wonderful life and similar stories that you can share as well. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Good luck on everything you do and all your goals.